Hi everyone, and welcome to another edition of my show, Around New Britain with Mayor Stewart, a show that updates you on the issues facing the city of New Britain. A big thank you to Nutmeg TV for this opportunity and assistance in providing the public with these shows, and also to my three helpers today from OIC of New Britain. I made a commitment to the residents of New Britain when I was elected in November of 2013, and that was to make government more transparent and accessible to the people that I serve. This show is another step in opening government to everyone in our community. I want you to know that my office is always open to all of you, and especially to those that are seeking solutions to the problems that face them daily. We might not be able to solve all your problems, but we can certainly point you in the right direction to get any answers to any questions you may have. We do this by phone, by email, through Twitter, Facebook, through the city website, or even in person once a month through my monthly open office hours. You'll see my handles at the bottom of your screen periodically throughout the show. This show will also highlight the many programs and people that have a significant impact on our New Britain community, from former mayors to department heads to community organizations looking to change our city in a positive way. I'm looking to provide you with the information that is relevant to your everyday lives as hardworking people in a community that is truly making a comeback. So I'll begin with my first segment, always titled, What's Happening in City Hall? And I have quite the hefty list this month, which is surprising for it being summer. So I know I've been talking about our help desk volunteers, which are on the first floor of City Hall when you walk in. The RSVP program continues to provide these volunteers for us. They're there from 9 a.m. to noon and 1 p.m. to 4. They're generously helping folks find their way around City Hall. We're very grateful for their assistance, so maybe if you want to stop by and say hello and thank them, I'm sure they'd appreciate a visitor. We have council meetings every other Wednesday of the month, but due to the summer months, we only meet once. So the next meeting is going to be on August 13th. Starting at 7 p.m. For public participation. If you're interested in coming to speak to the City Council about something that's on the agenda, the meeting should start promptly at 7:30 unless public participation goes over. Topics of concern that will be taken up at this August 13th meeting, in addition to Costco, which I know is a very touchy subject these days, are the selling of the Patton Brook well and potential increases to parking meters and parking fines. Coming up for commission meetings, we have Parks and Recreation on August 14th at 6 p.m. in room 305. Commission for Community and Neighborhood Development, always on the second Thursday of the month. That's August 14th as well at 6 p.m. in room 201. Zoning is on August 21st at 6 p.m. in room 201 as well. And the New Britain Commission on Animal Welfare meets August 19th at 6 p.m. in room 305. And everybody's favorite, the Arts Commission, the first Tuesday of the month, August 5th at 6:30 in room 305. The streetscape enhancement work in the area of Main Street by Capitol Lunch is complete. I want to thank you all for your patience for the traffic concerns that have been happening in that area over the last couple of weeks. To let you all know, the next phase of Broad Street's reconstruction has begun. The gas company's digging up lines, so you'll see a lot of flying asphalt in the area, so please be careful if you're in their area, and minor traffic issues. There will be continued changes in the downtown Central Park area as we start our streetscape projects. So I would also like to tell you to be on the lookout for our historical way signs, which will be popping up and down, and our new wayfinding signs, which will also be going through downtown and throughout the city. We're going to be phasing those in over a period of time. So just so everyone knows, if you see some signs one place and they may be missing the other, eventually we'll get them all done. So please be patient with us while we do the printing of the signs. My open office hours for the month of August will be Monday, August 11th at 6 p.m. We're taking the show on the road this month, so my office hours will be at HRA on Clinton Street. I have some tips from our tax collector, Cheryl Boguslawski. I know it's everybody's favorite time of year. Tax bills have gone out on property, so I want you all to please be mindful that regardless of getting a bill or not, they are due at the same time every year. There's also a 24-hour drop box for non-cash payments located in front of City Hall at 27 West Main Street. I did want to take a moment to apologize for the inconvenience this year. We did experience some problems with the company that prints our tax bills for us, which caused the delay in delivery to be on time. And as a result of that, I've decided to extend the deadline from August 1st to August 8th to give everyone an extra week, to give you a full month to be able to pay your tax bills. I've also made available in the parking lot across from City Hall 5 spaces for free 20-minute parking specifically for your trip into City Hall to pay your taxes. A reminder as well that on Tuesday, August 12th, there's a Republican primary. All polling locations will be open, so if you're a registered Republican, I'd like to remind you to vote. Only registered Republicans are eligible to vote in this primary. So please note one voting change. Due to construction at Gaffney Elementary School, all those who normally go vote at Gaffney will be redirected to vote at the old Ben Franklin School, HRA, the same place I'm having my open office hours, at 180 Clinton Street. And now for my guest this evening. With the wonderful changes happening around our city, I thought it would be very nice and appropriate to highlight our downtown area and to encourage all of you to visit our downtown district and visitor center. So let me introduce you to the executive director of the New Britain Downtown District Visitor Center, Mr. Gerry Amodio.
Thank you, Mayor.
Welcome, Gerry.
Good evening. Good to have you here.
I'm glad to be here. Gerry and I are longtime friends, if you can't tell. But I wanted Gerry to come on just to talk a little bit about the Downtown District Visitor Center, how you came into existence, what do you do, what do you offer here? So I'll turn it over to you to talk for a little bit.
We're a little understood group. We're actually what's called a business improvement district, and we were established in 1983 when much of the city was under turmoil and people were moving out. They had built the mall. They established this district through the charter of the state charter. And what it is, it's actually a group of business and property owners that pay a special tax just to have programs and to do beautification in the core of the city. Because we like to say any city is only a reflection of its center. And that's our mission. Our mission is to make the downtown a better place to live, work, and play.
I like to say in the heart of the city, for the heart of the city.
Absolutely, yeah, because we feel for the city. You know, I'm a lifer, and you're a lifer, and we know what the city's all about, and we're proud to be part of it. 5 years ago, we established this location, which was our second location for the visitor center. We recognized we needed a place for people to come who were coming into the city who wanted to know what's happening here. So on any given day, people will come through and we'll give them directions. We'll explain to them a little bit about the city, tell them about the museums, tell them about what they can do at City Hall, who they can speak to. And it's actually kind of exciting because what we did in this space is we put in an art gallery also. So we're able to display many of the things that are either built in have been built in New Britain or are being built in New Britain. We can show things like well, I don't want to say life-size, but it's the biggest map of the Connecticut Fast Track busway that I've seen
Sure.
on our wall over there. But what we also do is we run programs to bring people to the core of the city. We're lucky that we sit and we partner with the city, the police, the fire, EMS, and what we are able to do is make a cohesive unit that's actually non-political, because it's important that there's a consistency. We're like a little bitty chamber of commerce. Now, chamber has 500 members. We have 150 stores and 100 property owners. So, you know, we represent those people, but we also represent the city. And through our relationship with the mayor's office, we've been able to sit on the Streetscapes Committee, the Wayfinding Sign Committee. You know, we're very excited about what's going on. And just the other day, we had a meeting at City Hall with Public Works and City Plan and Municipal Economic Development for the next 2 phases of the streetscape.
Which we think it's important to keep the downtown district involved, because we want to make sure that we keep our downtown stakeholders involved every step of the way as we make a lot of changes to improve not only the look of downtown, but partnering with them to help entice people to move into downtown New Britain, to be able to provide more affordable housing units in downtown New Britain, which Gerry does a fantastic job at advocating for that. And it's also been a pleasure to be able to attend their board meetings and be able to get feedback on what the concerns are of the business owners in the downtown area. And we've actually been able to make some significant changes based on their recommendations in terms of public safety, in terms of design plans for Central Park. So that's been a real benefit.
Yeah,
to
and
have a built-in focus group.
I'm glad you mentioned the residential component, because right now there are 5 new apartments being, and it may sound small, well, you know, when Hartford talks of 1,000 apartments, well, 5 to us is important. And we're building 5 new apartments. One of the developers in his Main Street building is putting in 5 more additional market rate apartments. And we were lucky, the city was lucky, the downtown was lucky, that we won 2 major awards from the Connecticut Main Street Center, which is an organization that helps all the main streets or downtowns throughout the state build their cachet or their savoir-faire, if you will. And so we, the city won an award for the Complete Streets program for their downtown streetscapes, which is a major award given just this past spring. And the second award was for the Rayfield building on West Main Street, which the design is that they're going to put in 16 market rate. And when I say market rate, they're affordable market rate, because New Britain is an inexpensive place to live.
Market rate is affordable in New Britain.
Yeah, and you know, what we're trying to attract is we're a very diverse city, as everybody knows, but we're trying to attract some young professionals who'd like to move into the downtown.
That's what we want.
You know, we have an Olmsted Design Park right up the street.
Sure.
That is the same designer who designed Central Park in New York City. And people don't always recognize that. And we have some beautiful locations. We have a lot going on, even in the summer. We have some interesting programs going on. One you should take advantage of. It's going to continue through the end of the July month, but I'm sure there's going to be an extension of it, is the 2014 Taste of New Britain.
Yeah. Which
is exciting because 13 restaurants throughout the greater New Britain are going to participate. In the downtown, which is our constituency, we have Cafe Beauregard and Mekong Thai restaurant are 2 of the participants. But some of the others are the Windstone at the golf course and Portofino's in Berlin. East Side Restaurant, of course, you can get your tiki hoi 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 on there, a Star Polska restaurant.
You can also get your tiki-taki on in downtown New Britain, September 12th through 14th, because Oktoberfest will be downtown again.
And bigger, better, even better than Nick Augustino himself, wouldn't you say? This is going to be and attract over 35,000 people to little bitty downtown New Britain over 3 days.
You got it.
Music, food, maybe a few beers will be passed and a little bit of wine, but that's part of Oktoberfest. And I think that this is going to become a signature event. The mayor's office has negotiated a new contract with the producers, and we're excited because it's going to draw people in. Not only will the iconic Amato's Toy and Hobby World draw people in, but people will be coming for Oktoberfest.
Yeah.
And we're going to have a good time.
Now, quick question, just to get off the topic of downtown district really quick. I want to talk about the building that you're in, that you're housed in, 66 West Main Street. Now, the downtown district is at the bottom of what's called the Artist Co-op.
Correct.
So, want to give a...
This was a design by Alder House Residential Properties, and they're an organization that builds affordable housing for artists. And the building has 11 apartments above us, which have artist loft space in them. So they're 1 and 2 bedroom. I think there's 1 3-bedroom. One guy has a very, very big apartment.
Sure.
I don't know what he's got up there, but you know. So, and we have a young group of aspiring artists who live in downtown. And the wonderful thing about it is, they spend money here. They're not completely starving artists, but they have jobs. They work. Some of them actually are writers, dancers. We have a very sophisticated a watercolor artist in Carlos, who you know, and he's very well known. And you know, it's an exciting start. It was actually designed to become a true co-op. And you know, as in New York, the co-op owners own the building.
Yep.
They haven't gotten to that step yet, but we're trying to push them along.
Right.
And we've been in this present space, let's see, it's been it's just 4 years now.
Yep.
4 years that we've filled the bottom floor and completed the building. The building is completely leased, and actually, coming in September, right now, we have the Nuts and Bolts exhibit in conjunction with CCSU and the New Britain Industrial Museum. And on our walls that we'll look at a little bit later is some of the things that were built in New Britain, still being built in New Britain. And coming September, the Artist Co-op is actually going to put in a show of theirs. So, and then what we'll do from there in the gallery, come October, November, December, we're going to have the Veterans Program at CCSU is going to put in a 50th anniversary show on Vietnam. It's going to be, we're very excited about this. But I want to talk a little bit more about the Artist Co-op because they have an event coming up.
Sure, let's talk about it. When is it?
August 12th. August 12th, there's going to be a brunch, a community support brunch from 11 to 1 o'clock. It's a Tuesday. And our guest of honor is going to be Jamal Elliott, who was on the first UConn women's basketball team to win the national championship with Rebecca Lobo. We're very excited. And I know you're going to be here. I'm going to be here.
I will be.
And it's a very moderate cost. They're asking for a $10 donation for people to come in and meet Jamal Elliott, who's now actually the coach of University of Cincinnati. Awesome. And her cousin, Adrian Elliott, is one of the tenants here.
How about that small world, right?
Fantastic, isn't it?
Because of the Artist Co-op and getting connections with Adrian and other people that live in here, this is why the first floor is also a gallery, and there's also open mic nights here, I think?
Yes. We have an open mic night on, I believe it's the third Thursday, and the second Saturday they have open mic nights. So aspiring artists, voice artists, poetry can come in and you practice on a crowd and grow it. You know, we have a hip-hop poet in the employment of the city, Michael Peterson.
Yes,
he's the dean of students of New Britain High School.
That he is.
And this guy is nationally known. This guy is a class act. And he came one night, and I'm going to tell you, it inspired me. It really did.
And where can people go to find out more information about you? If they don't want to stop in at 66 West Main Street, can they find you online?
Go to our website,
What's that?
newbritondd.com, www.newbritondd.com.
Cool.
And you can find out the events that are coming on. You can learn a little bit about us, and just stop in. We're here from 9 to 5 every day. Yeah. Come in, take a look, take a tour. Get a couple of flyers about things you didn't realize were in the city.
That's great.
But come on down and say hello.
We're glad that you're here.
I'm glad to be here.
Thank you for all that information. I hope that people will continue to utilize the Visitor Center, enjoy all that Gallery 66 has to offer. House here at 10, the open mic nights. Just come in and say hi to Gerry. He's an all right guy. He's kind of friendly.
Thanks, Gerry.
But with Gerry's help, I'll move on to the next segment to talk to you about all of the events that are going on in the city of New Britain during the month of August. I got a pretty hefty list here.
I can't keep up with it.
I got a pretty hefty list. But most importantly, every year we have National Night Out, which is August 5th this year. From 5 to 9 p.m., the city will be sponsoring an event in Walnut Hill Park, so we encourage everybody to come out, grab a hot dog or a burger with us. There's also National Night Out events going on at Willow Street Park and also at Chesley Park, too. So that's August 5th. On August 6th and 7th, New Britain Parks and Recreation, the Downtown Players Camp, will present their show, The Little Mermaid Jr., at the New Britain High School Auditorium. 7 p.m. is the curtain time. Tickets are only $5.
Will you be wearing your Little Mermaid costume?
Yes.
Okay, good. Because I actually had that costume.
I have the red hair.
To be honest with you.
On Friday, August 15th, New Britain Museum of American Art is having one of my favorite events to go to, which is the Museum After Dark.
Don't want to miss those.
Nope, that one's always fun. My favorite is the Halloween one, but the Halloween's the best. But
800 people crowd into the New Britain Museum of American Art, mostly young like you. A couple of us old fogies go too.
It
is a blast.
A reminder that at Walnut Hill we have our free summer music festival up at the band shell that's still going on every Monday and Wednesday from 7 to 9 p.m. To all of you actors and actresses out there, our auditions for Timeless Tales will happen August 26th and 27th at Chesley Park. We have the Adult Kickball League playoffs. Those are scheduled for August 12th and 13th, weather pending. I played in the very first inaugural league of the Kickball League at Britain Parks and Recreation. Tons of fun. The Museum of American Art is also open to the public for free every Saturday from 9 to 5 p.m. The New Britain Youth Museum at Hungerford Park is open every Thursday from 10 to 10:30 for parents and toddlers to stop in at the park for free. If you're looking for a place to cool down, I want to encourage everybody to visit the New Britain Public Library, where we were at last month for our show. But they always have free movies and lots of other activities going on for our students and our kids. And don't forget to visit either one of our pools. At A.W. Stanley Park or at Willowbrook Park, the pools are open daily, and also our free splash pads. Those are open from dawn till dusk at Chesley Park and Willow Street Park. On Wednesdays, Trinity on Main at 69 Main Street, they have karaoke starting at 8 p.m. And I'd also like to give a shout out to the New Britain Repertory Theater, which will be highlighting Chicago the Musical at the end of the month of August. Shows begin at 7 p.m. Tickets are $20 for adults, $18 for seniors and children, and the theater is located at 23 Norton Street. The New Britain Industrial Museum, which is located in the CCSU ITBD building, on Main Street, they are open to the public on Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday from 2 to 5 p.m., Wednesdays from 12 to 5, and Saturdays from 10 a.m. to 4, and admission is free.
That's wonderful.
Did I forget anything?
And Trinity on Main, don't miss a West Side Story in the theater, 14th through the 16th of August, on top of the karaoke. And also, on the 3rd of August, they're going to have the Summer Jazz Series performed, The Seventh Element, so don't miss that. And I wouldn't be remiss if I didn't mention one of the more eclectic places to go in New Britain is the Hole in the Wall Theater, because the Hole in the Wall in downtown New Britain puts on some shows you just don't want to miss. And they are having one that is going to be this August. And my papers here. The Impracticality of Modern-Day Mastodons. Sounds interesting, doesn't it?
Very interesting.
What happens when your crazy childhood dreams come true? So find out in The Impracticality of Modern-Day Mastodons, written by Rachel Teague. So this is going to run August 1st through the 23rd. Showtimes are at 8 o'clock, Fridays and Saturdays. Cool. And there's some changes. You can look them up online, www.holeinthewall.com.
And next month, it'll be Around New Britain with Gerry Amodio.
Ah! We make a good team there.
Yeah, we do make a good team. But unfortunately, that's about all the time we have today. I know that it goes by quickly. I want to give a big thank you to Gerry Amodio, Executive Director of the New Britain Downtown District and the Visitor Center. I want to thank all of you on behalf of the residents of New Britain for all the resources and programs that we can offer. Thank you for watching. Thank you for taking an interest in our city and educating yourselves on the great things that we have going on. It's very important that everyone take an interest in their city, give back to the community that gives to them. I thank you all for watching, and again, I want to direct you...
YouTube. Watch us on YouTube.
It's on my cue card.
Oh, good.
I want to direct you all to the bottom of the screen for our website, my office number, other ways to get more information regarding the show, just to talk to the issue, talk to me about the issues that affect you. See, you knocked me all up. Or you can view the show on YouTube.
Fantastic. And I will.